I'm back and I'm gonna start cooking. I'm gonna go to my computer and share this, and then we're gonna get started. And we're gonna get started on the 4 recipes that I gave you. Oh, Courtney, could you share this for me so that I don't have to do it? Would you mind sharing it in the group program and the Bariatric Mindset Mavens group? Pretty please, pretty please. Okay. Or Beth, anybody, anybody please, share it. All right, I'm gonna try to, I still have no, like official stand. So I'm literally like sticking this wherever I can stick it. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys about some other people that I kind of follow, and there's one that I've been following for years. She actually has a doctorate in nutrition, and I'm pretty sure she's either up somewhere in Connecticut, and she's not bariatric, let me just tell you that. But I do a lot of her stuff. I follow her stuff on social media. So she's called Snack Girl. And what I'm gonna show you, thank you, Courtney, is Snack Girl. You can look it up. Thank you, Beth. You guys can look it up on, I think it's just Google Snack Girl. And let me grab scissors. So she has a roasted broccoli that's amazing. So with our chicken parm, I'm going to do a roasted broccoli, and then I'm gonna do a balsamic roasted veggies. So what I'm doing right now, I know you guys can't see me, is I'm putting the parchment on the pan. Why am I putting parchment on the pan? Because then I don't have to clean the pan. So again, this is cooking for people who don't like cooking. And the most exciting thing about today in this video is that with the exception of tomorrow morning, when I get up and make ricotta pancakes and regular pancakes for my boys, I'm not gonna cook the rest of this week. It's just gonna be reheat, that's it. So that's the beauty of this. Okay, so I have some, I have 2 pans, and I'm gonna get a bag out and show you. So Snack Girl roasted broccoli. Except I'm going to take broccoli and cauliflower and a little bit of carrots because I'm doing the leftover veggies that I had from, I think it was a week or 2 ago, because I didn't eat them all. And I'm going to roast them. Some of them I had to toss, and the rest I'm going to roast. And it's going to be amazing. So what she recommends, or what she says, is to take a couple tablespoons, and you guys can look it up. I don't even follow the recipe directly anymore. If you guys want to look it up, you can. I'm gonna grab some olive oil. And it's gonna be 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now, granted, 2 tablespoons for this much in terms of veggies. So this is a family size, event. And we're gonna be, the reason for doing this is we're gonna coat it, and then we're gonna put it on the parchment, right? So I'm gonna put this there and just, well, I'm gonna do my thing, and then I'll show you guys all the other stuff that I'm doing. Okay, salt. So my Himalayan salt that I have, I'm just putting some in there, and I'm gonna shake up the bag. And then I've also got black pepper. Hey, Dawn. All right, did you guys see my grocery store fiasco? I have never been more stressed in all my life. Maybe I have, but that was something that was anxiety provoking for me. And I think I did pretty good. But the truth is when I'm in the store with my child, and it is so stressful because Well, and I'm trying to do this, but I'm also trying to watch him. No, it's okay. I'm trying to watch him. Okay, salt, pepper, and garlic, a little bit of garlic. And I'll just shake it in there. And then actually, this is the secret ingredient. I'm gonna unplug this here. Is and I don't even have like real sugar in my house, but for this whole bag, she recommends a teaspoon of sugar. Now, don't freak out because it's going on the whole bag, and actually we're gonna shake it in, so it's not necessarily gonna go on all of the veggies. So, but it's for the roasted broccoli, and she goes, it just gives it a tiny bit of sweetness. I mean, I guess you could, if you really wanted to, you know, use like a sugar substitute, but for this amount of veggies, it's not gonna make that big of a difference. And this is what she recommends you do. Okay, but for those of you that have kids, Beth, do you ever go shopping with your kids? I'm gonna put a little bit more salt in here. Like, I do go shopping with my son usually, but I'm not live streaming at the same time. Hey, Angela. So for you guys who saw me, I totally felt like a hot mess. And that was like, I was seriously like, oh my gosh, why am I doing this? This is so stressful. Because in the grocery store, yeah, I spend more. Well, I didn't do too bad today because if you saw me, I was like, no, 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 because he was, you know, asking a bunch, and I was like, no. So I've already heated the oven. Smells good. I've already heated the oven to 400 degrees, and so I'm gonna kind of do this just a little bit more, put just a tiny bit more garlic in here, and just put another sprinkle of pepper. So, you know, I allowed him to have that one free cookie that Publix gets, and then he asked me for dinosaur. We should. Okay, so now I'm dumping it. So I'm dumping it. Okay, so it's coated. So, you know, that way, let me just, oh yeah. Oops. Sorry, I'm trying to, so it's coated. And I'll probably, I'm gonna, oh, next weekend, Dawn, I'm at my mom's because my aunt and uncle are coming in town. So maybe the weekend after that. I was like, next weekend? What's next weekend? I was like, I have something next weekend. So, all right, so there's that. And then I'm going to stick this in the oven and let it roast. All right, let me turn it off. And then we're gonna move on to the next feet. It's gonna go in there and just roast away. Okay, so this is gonna be for the other root vegetables that are first, right? Okay, just hop off and watch the replay later. Thank you for joining us. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do really quick is I really need a setup here. Oh, here we go. All right, I'm gonna start getting the meat prepped. So I've decided that because I have 3 different meat things. Okay, Alicia says, if I can hit see more. Come on, see more. See more. Okay, I can't see it. Somebody else has to comment. Alicia. So, I have I know, I need gooseneck phone clip. Thank you. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, I'm gonna click like and then see more. I get stuck in an actual rut. Oh, I just shut down and eat convinced foods? What are, oh, convenience foods. Okay. Okay, so for this is the chicken. Thanks, Angela. All right, and I know they tell you don't wash the meat. I probably won't. I'm just gonna stick it in the crock pot. And I'll show you guys that in a second. Once I wash my hands. This is really going to be so easy. That's why I'm so excited. Alicia! Alicia, you're going to have to message me later and tell me how your garage sale went. Okay, so I'm going to stick just a little bit of garlic. I'm probably going to take this over here. Turn this light on so that you guys can see that. Okay, so I just put 2 little, well, they're not little, but chicken breasts in here. I'm just going to put a little bit of me and my Himalayan sea salt and pepper. Everything I make, just so you guys know, I just love salt, pepper, and what do you call that? Garlic. Garlic is in everything. So I'm just going to season these very lightly. Salt, pepper, garlic, and that one's kind of in there lightly seasoned. Okay, so that's going to go in there, and then I'm going to wash my hand off. And then remember, we were in the store and I got, I'm going to turn this around so you guys can see me do this. Because I had ran out of, and I usually use Texas Pete, but the recipe that I was using called for Frank's Hot. Yeah, I love garlic. So I want to get this going because basically the buffalo chicken that I'm making is literally just going to go in the crock pot. So here's the hot sauce. Here's the wing sauce. Of course. I have to figure out where my bottle opener went. Okay, so I'm just gonna douse this with wing sauce. And I'm gonna make sure it's good and covered. And I'm going to show you guys in just a second so you can see. This is why I really need a cameraman. Don, will you come be my cameraman next time? And then I'm going to put some hot sauce in here. Just a little bit of that. And it's going to have enough sauce anyway. So, and this stuff is mainly vinegar. It has more sodium than anything. I probably didn't even need that. So salt and pepper going away, and I'm just covering it. That's it. So I forgot to put the chives away. And this is just gonna cook. And I'm gonna use another crock pot for the taco soup, but first I need to make the taco meat. So I'm going to come back over here and I am going to, okay, this thing is pretty cool. So I'm going to use this standy thingy. Yeah, me too. It's so easy. Okay, so now everything for me goes in the sink until I can clean it up. It's just easier that way. And then I always have like a bag so that I can throw stuff in over here. And so these are gonna get marinated. But first, before these get marinated, I'm gonna start cooking the ground beef. And there's a method to the madness. The reason I'm gonna start cooking the ground beef first is, and the onion is because then I will be able to put it in the crock pot, and I will put some aside for tacos for tonight, and then I will put some in the other crock pot for, which, that's a rice cooker, that's not a crock pot up there. I think there's two things, maybe you can just see one. Maybe I should put on my apron. All right. Get out a pan to steam the cauliflower. So one pan, live stream gear, LS head. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get that, especially if I do this again, Alicia. Like, I do need a head mount for real. Okay. Probably need a deeper I know, it sounds crazy, right? So I'm going to put like that open thingy. Here it is. This thing, you know what I'm talking about, right? So I'm going to stick this in the bottom, and I'm going to take this. Thanks, Angela. All right. So, do you guys have any questions so far about what I'm doing or what I'm making? Because I'm doing buffalo chicken and cauliflower mash. I'm making tacos and taco soup, chicken parm and roasted broccoli, and balsamic chicken and root vegetables, which maybe they're not called root vegetables. It's going to be zucchini and squash. So, I don't know if that's a root vegetable. I may have gotten ahead of myself, because I'm no Gordon Ramsay. I'm being honest, I'm not like being negative. And I cook what I like. So, Alicia, you said earlier that you don't know, that you just eat anything because your brain goes, whoa. So what is it that you like? That's a question to start with. What do you like? And I'll show you this madness in a second, because I'm literally cutting the stuff off of the cauliflower. Okay, so I cut just the bottom off the cauliflower, and I'm probably going to cut a little more and then stick it in the water. So stop it. My thing's like, rotate your phone, you'll get a better angle. So I'm just cutting off the rest of these little leafy things, and I'm going to start just cutting these and just putting the pieces in there, because that's all it is. And then I'm going to find a top. So here's our bag, and I'm just going to, if I'm not sticking it in the sink, I'm sticking it in the bag. Hey Caprice, how are you? Okay, so if you guys don't know what I'm making, I'm gonna kind of tell you again. So, buffalo chicken breasts with loaded cauliflower, mash, and taco and taco soup. Okay, so I'm gonna get an onion and cut it up. And okay, so what are the barriers that you guys have to cooking? Okay, so I have started. The cauliflower's there. I'm gonna find a top for it in a second. The water's still not ready to boil. Okay, you can do anything with bacon. Okay, bacon, Swiss cheese, potatoes. All right. Oh, this is. How do you get an onion from the store and it's kind of like a questionable onion? I may have to. I checked it before I left, or so I thought. Okay, but you can make stuff like chicken and, you know, like what do you do? What would you do if you went out to eat? What would you get? I think that's a good question to ask, because this might not be good. Because what I tend to get are foods that I like. So, you know, one of the things that I like is buffalo chicken. And so, of course we can eat that, right? As, I'm gonna put a little bit of tacos. Okay. So how do you guys make tacos as co-stops? I'm cutting an onion. I'm going to show you guys in a second. I'm about to put the onion in the pan, and this is going to be part of the base for the tacos and how I make taco meat and the taco soup. So that's enough. I'm gonna save a half of onion for something else. Love tacos. So I also thought about making fajitas today, because I was like, oh, because I sometimes do sheet pan fajitas. Okay, you know what, Caprice? I hate ground turkey. Y'all can go with the ground turkey, like piece. I just can't do it. I mean, for those of you that can, like, awesome, just not me. Okay, so here are my onions. I put a little bit, very little, less than a tablespoon of olive oil in the pan, and I'll show you. So there's that. That's still getting ready here. Let me fix this. Because it's not even. Okay. But lean beef, lettuce, tomatoes. Right. So the taco shells, I mean, I'm not a food police. I won't do the taco shells anymore. If I do a shell, I'll do a low carb burrito shell or a fajita shell. And then I'll do the cheese ones, which I'm going to show you guys today. Okay, so that's going. So now I'm going to get, okay, this one is for veggies, so I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to get another one for meat. I'm going to do the green one for meat. Yeah, I eat it as a salad too. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do cheese shells. Okay, so I have, these need to marinate. You're probably like, what are you talking about? So I have this one and this one. And one is going to be chicken parm. And one is going to be balsamic. vinegar chicken. So I'm gonna take a bag. The base ingredients are gonna go in both bags. So I'm gonna start by just sticking the chicken in both bags. Okay, chicken in a bag. Oh, Donna, have you seen the, I think they're by, gosh, what are they called? Not Old El Paso. Forget that. Minion. They're low carb. They're fajita size, and I can have. They're about 60 calories. They're about 6 grams. Hey, Nancy, they're about 6 grams of carbs. And washing hands after touching chicken. Or maybe they're 100 calories. I'm not sure. But for one low carb shell. Okay. So now, my base. I'm going back to, I don't know if these are bad or not. I think one of these is bad. Okay. I'm finding garlic. Okay, these are a little small. I'm probably going to go and open the jumbo. I'm still watching the onions here. And right after they get a little soft, I'm going to throw the meat in. So I've turned down the heat. It's like to number 5. Oh my gosh. Kristen's cooking class. My husband is probably like, girl, really? Because I really don't like cooking. And so I told him I was going to do this, and he's like, really? And I'm like, really? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it on live stream. Okay, so I'm going to, okay, so here's what I'm gonna flatten these. I need both of my hands to open it up. Oh, I love Death Wish coffee. I mean, I love coffee in general. So, all right, so is this, so then I just take the wrapper off. It's just so easy. Like, you don't have to, you know, fidget with it or anything. So I just make sure that it still smells all yummy and good. It just has a weird smell. I usually don't, I mean, I follow recipes kind of. Like, I'm not a recipe, you know, to the T person. I think that's where people get stuck. I mean, yes, you're supposed to follow the recipe if you want it to turn out a certain way. Like, if I'm going to make, like, egg bites or something, you know, the Starbucks egg bites, then, okay, yeah, I'm going to follow the recipe because I don't want to mess that up. But, okay, I'm taking the meat, the ground beef, and obviously, for me to make this fast, I don't do this in any specific order. So here we go. And I'm just gonna let this, I'm gonna break it up. And let this brown a little before I put in. So this is about 1 1/4 pounds. And my son is all over the top. I may have told you guys, if you guys don't know, my husband's a vegetarian, so he's gonna have rice and beans, and I'll have to see if I have a tortilla shell in there. If not, he'll have rice and beans and some veggies, because I'm doing a roasted veggie, which is going to double for the other roasted veggies. So I'm going to let that sit. Okay. This goes in my bag. Okay, so back to the garlic here. So I'm just going to cut up these pieces and stick them in the bags. Oh yes, so for example, the taco soup, there's gonna be so much left over. I'm not gonna be able to eat it all week. I mean, I will be able to eat it this week, but I mean, there will be more than plenty left over. So I'm gonna freeze it for another time. I also, my favorite thing to cook in the fall is from last Sunday. Oh yeah, you know what? I still have to find it on my computer. That's the craziest thing of all, is I had them because I used to have this PDF that I would send out to clients, and I know that Alicia is going to put this on YouTube later, so if you guys are watching this from YouTube, which it's not on YouTube yet, if you want the recipes, join the Bariatric Mindset Mavens group on Facebook, and that's where the recipes will be posted. So, because that's where everybody is watching this from. So go to Facebook, join the group, or go to the Facebook page, like us, follow us. So yes, I will post them from last time because I have to find them in my computer. Okay, so this is happening. So I put the garlic in here. Not that you can see it. Let me turn it over. Ooh, my hands are sticky. I know you are. Okay, so the garlic's in there, and then I'm gonna do in both of them just a small teaspoon of olive oil, and I kind of am using a half tablespoon marker, and then I'm going back and doing black pepper in both of them, right? Not a lot, just a little, so maybe, I don't know, half or a quarter of a teaspoon. So, like granulated garlic. Why? Because I'm a garlic guru. A little bit of salt, a pinch of salt. So, and I use the Himalayan sea salt. So a little pinch in both of those bags. So the difference is in the balsamic, probably gonna have to use my, I think I'm just keeping it real, y'all. In the one that has balsamic, I'm probably gonna put a little Bragg's Aminos. Do you guys know what Bragg's Aminos is? I know, vampires will not touch me. Liquid amino acids. So if you use soy sauce, this is a great substitute because it tastes just like soy sauce and it has a little bit, so I'm just going to put a little pinch in there. And so this, I'm putting the balsamic. Now the recipe also calls for a tad bit of honey. Here's the thing. I am going to put a tad bit of honey, and I know there might be bariatric people everywhere going, oh, gasp. It's not enough to make a difference, and it's going to cook out. So it's probably like, I'm going to put a squirt in there, and we've got, just remember we have 4 tenderloins. So it's literally a touch. I think there's 4 tenderloins. So this is the balsamic, and right, and honey's good for you, it's natural. So, but I'm not, you know, putting that much, like it was literally a squeeze, probably a tablespoon for all of this. But like I said, it's gonna cook out, and I have to make sure it has enough garlic. Y'all think I'm crazy, but it must have garlic. Just enough. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside and just let it sit. So this one, which is the Parmesan. Oh, here's my basil. I'm gonna go and find some Italian seasoning. I'm going to, you see how this is almost here? And on the, let's see, can you see the veggies? So, going over here in the cabinet, looking for the Italian seasoning. So, this is not going to be chicken parm like you know chicken parm, okay? So this is going to be more of like an Italian chicken. Why? What do you mean? There's no panko or anything like that. It's going to be like an Italian chicken. What is steam burn? Oh yeah, steam burn. I didn't get it. I'm okay. So this, I'm gonna put a touch more olive oil because we're gonna put that in the pan. Just a little bit more garlic. Oh, the fog from the oven on the phone. Are y'all okay? Y'all didn't get burned, did you? Oops. A little bit more basil. Okay, so this is also, smells good. It just doesn't smell garlicky. Like, man, the garlic. It doesn't smell like garlic. We have to fix it. So, alright. So that's gonna sit. So they're literally on top of one another, sitting right there. In bags. Moving along. Okay. Now I'm gonna start on the second set of vegetables right after I find a top for this right there. I'm gonna start cutting up these veggies. And I'm going to start, I'm gonna get this other crock pot from up here ready for the other meal, which is, and this is, I don't know what that was. So, alright, washing this out. How are we doing on time so far? Anybody? Okay, so beans. What else? Okay, this is GMO verified, 38. All right, Courtney, thank you. All right, so I've got my Rotel fire roasted tomato. Thank you, Angela. And I'm gonna fight with the can opener. This is plugged in, all right. So, so this is diced tomatoes and green chilies. So that's gonna go in there. And I'm gonna only use a half a container of the beans. But because I don't want all the stuff that comes in them, because there's 6 water, black beans, salt, onion powder, spices. I don't want all that sauce, so I'm gonna wash them off. Black beans. Colander. Beans are going for a wash. off. And make sure that it's okay. Fly string, which is something I do. All right, so half the beans are gonna go in here, and then I'm actually gonna take the other half and put them in the Rotel can. Just to stick them somewhere in the meantime. And there's beans flying everywhere. All right. And we have to be careful. I don't want there to be stuff all over. Okay, so now putting away this, I'm gonna get a spoon and I'm gonna stir this up, just the Rotel and the beans, and I'm just gonna cover it. So it's already plugged in. Okay. This is still doing its thing. I'm probably about ready to put some spices in it. So I'm turning up the back. These are some nice chunky pieces. I usually like smaller pieces, but okay. This down here. So I would say that those are close to being done. So probably gonna try them. I also don't necessarily time things, but I'm pretty sure, like, those were like the first things that I did, so they've probably been in there a while. All right, bag. Okay. So now, because I got these, because they were buy one, get one, I'm going to take, which saved me from, hey Susan Ann, from having to get the taco seasoning. I am just going to open this. Oh, I keep losing my sound. How about now? Can you hear me now? It's probably because I'm putting the phone down. Okay. How about now? Can you hear me now? Okay, I've just put the seasoning in here. Are you guys surprised I didn't put any garlic, any extra garlic in here? I mean, whatever comes in the packet comes in the packet. Probably. How about now? Can you hear me now? I really need one of those head devices. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, so this, I'm just gonna probably turn it down and let these, you know what else I'm gonna do? Just for a little extra sizzle. So I put 2 spoonfuls just to give it a little juicy juice. Yeah. I mean, y'all, I don't cook. I think Courtney said this too. Like, I will use some recipes as a guide, and then I'm like, ooh, I want to do this. Ooh, I want to do that. So, the one thing I will do is, I'm gonna make sure. Pretty good. I had stopped tasting my food for a while. A crumble fell on the floor. Imagine that, it flew out of the pan. So, okay. So this probably has just a couple more minutes. And I guess I could just take it off. Okay. So I've turned this off. And let's take a measuring cup. And I don't normally do this, but just for the sake of having something to put in there. So there's a cup of meat that I'm going to put in the crock pot. And again, because my husband's a vegetarian, little one will probably have 2 tacos. And I'll have a taco salad. Oh wow, that's funny. Okay, so 2 cups of meat. And then I'm going to go put a cup of water. One more cup of water. And I will show you guys that. Other thing I think I was going to do that I forgot is corn. Okay, so I will show you guys the burner in just a second. And we're going to use the colander again. Washing out just a little less than a cup for the whole pot. Okay. I'll show you what I did. All right, so you guys just saw I put in 2 cups of meat. I had the rotel. I used the 1 cup of beans. I might even put some more beans. I hope I didn't overflow this. And I usually don't put any more seasonings. Like, that's pretty much it. Okay. My man's not going to eat that many beans. He's not that much of a beanaholic. I'm trying to get him to eat more protein. See, I don't like the taste of it. I mean, I used to, and then I don't know what happened. Okay, so this will just simmer. I might put some more. And just a me in this little cup, because I know it's gonna kind of cook out. Okay, now let's check on our chicken again. Okay, so that is just gonna sit there. All right, and that's how much meat is left over. That'll be enough for me and little man for dinner. Okay, so I'm over here. There's this. So I'm going to move these around a little bit. Probably put a little bit more. I love that. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to hit C more. I love that you put it into the tacos because I always want it to. Well, right now it's not eating time. Like, I'll taste it, but I'm not gonna. Which is normal. Alright, I'm gonna put this pan away. Okay, the cauliflower is still going. Now it's time for me to take out the pan of veggies and to let it sit. How does that look? So, yeah, I think I used the 10 ounce. Okay, so I'm going to leave the oven on because I'm going to do another side. I'm going to take the rest of these corn and put it with I'm going to have to sweep later because I have all of this corn and beans that I've thrown on the floor. The corn and the beans both have gone into the Rotel container. So this, along with rice, is going to be part of hubby's dinner because, again, he's a vegetarian. And hubby needs love too, right? He needs to eat. So whenever I make stuff, I make it so that it's something that is a crossover. Something that he can eat and something that we can eat. All right, next step. Clean up just a tad bit. So we're marinating our chicken. Right? Now we're going to do veggies. Okay, so we have the tacos pretty much done. All we have to do is get out the condiments later, right? The lettuce, tomato. I have the taco shells for little. I'm going to do cheese taco shells for me, which we're going to do in a minute. We're working on the cauliflower mash. The broccoli chicken, the buffalo chicken breast is in the crock pot. Taco soup is in the crock pot. The cauliflower is getting steamed. Taco meat is done. Chicken, both chickens are being marinated, and now it's time to work on the second veggie. So, I'm going to go back to the garlic. Okay, how are we doing on time? Because we're almost done. I mean, we're literally almost done. And then I'll do a cleanup. Ta-da! Oh, you know why? Oh gosh, I'll probably have to put this in. I think it's... How about now? Can you guys hear me now? Okay. Here, you're saying post the recipes, but I'm like, throw this in with this. Throw that in with that. And use a crap ton of garlic. That's how Kristen cooks. What's really crazy is I'm not even hungry right now. Well, I always try to eat before I go to the grocery store. Okay. So, I gotta switch out my how about now? I wonder if it's the water. How about now? Like a closet echo, not very loud. Oh, Nancy says great sound. Oh yeah, do you think I totally screwed my phone? I need a new phone anyway, but we'll see. I'll go stick it in the hairdryer later, or stick it in some rice or something. Okay, so I've got, hey Charlotte, I'm cooking again. We're making, oh, that's good that you've already got meat thawed out. I will. Put it in some rice. Okay. Okay. So. 2 squash. 2 zucchini, baby bellas, and an onion. Okay, so I'm going to take this onion with another onion, and I'm going to stick it in the bag. Roasted vegetables that are going to go with the balsamic glazed chicken. And here's the trick. You guys can do it with the balsamic glaze. But I'm not going to, because I'm going to make, well, I guess I could actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because I have 2 purposes for it. I have one purpose for the balsamic glazed chicken. Yeah, these are going to be sheet pan veggies. And then part of it is going to be part of the veggies I'm making for my husband for tonight's dinner for him. Okay, so I'm actually going to do just 1 zucchini in 1 bag, and then I'll do another zucchini in another bag. Same thing for the squash. And that's why I'm like, ooh, I'm thinking this through as I'm talking about it. Okay. In the bag. And I'll show you guys. I really need a head cam so that you guys can see this. So maybe I can do it this way. Okay, can you hear me if I do it this way? Oh, you still can't see me. Can you? Oh, yeah, you can. He likes small pieces, so I'm going to take these, put them in the bag. I wish this was more exciting. All right. Just quick. I don't see any comments. Maybe I need to push the comments. Can you guys still see me and hear me? I wonder if I did something. Okay, so 1 of these is going to go in one pan and the other is going to go in the other. I'm going to have to check the comments in a second because I don't see any. All right, and then mushrooms. No, I had a container. Around here. They were behind. All right. So I'm just gonna slice them, chop them a little bit, the mushrooms, because those are gonna go on the sheet pan. Two different sheet pans, one more onion. As soon as I'm done with this onion, I'm going to check the comments because I don't see any. So I'm cutting these.
Oh, Mommy, it was you.
Yes. You know I'm cooking, right?
Yeah.
And I asked you to please be quiet and go in the other room.
Yes, I'll is that better? That's hot.
No. Okay. Okay, so I've got this. And then, of course, I'm going to chop up a little bit of garlic. Why? Because we love garlic. And I'm going to just stick this in the bag with, oh, the onions are getting to me. Okay. More. Black pepper, regular garlic, like the granulated, some salt, a little bit of olive oil, here's my sheet pan. So the other thing I'm probably going to do, because this one I want to be I'll probably put a little chili powder. Back, a little bit of chili powder in here. There's left, and then so they're coated, right? And I'm just breaking up the onions. And actually, I'm going to take the canned stuff. And go ahead and put that on there. Put some more of the chili powder on there. So and just give that a go. Put cumin. My husband really likes cumin. I'm not crazy about it, so I'm not gonna put that on. Okay,
Oh, Mommy.
I'm gonna reuse this bag.
Mommy.
Mir, I told you. What do you want to tell me? Because I told you that I'm
For dessert, we make cookies.
not today.
Tomorrow.
Putting it in. All right, can you guys hear me? We're gonna make pancakes in the morning. Let me see. Can you guys hear me? I'm gonna just take, oh wait, here we go. My viewers. It says that I've only got Courtney. What have I got going here? Okay. Quiet mode turn on. Sweep left. Oh, here we go. Oh yes. Okay, I see you. Miss Nancy says you were a great help at the store. Do you want to say hello?
No, I want to hear this.
Oh, now he wants to pay attention to Minecraft. Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I am right now. I do 400 degrees. Whoops. And probably do it for 20, 25 minutes.
Now
Okay.
I'm back to iPad time.
This one I'm not even going to rinse because I don't think there's that much chili powder to make a difference. So I'm going to just cut my veggies and, well, I guess I could. I'm rinsing. And it's rinsed. Okay, so I'm gonna take the onions, put them in here, and then I think I have one more onion. I might have to save that. So for the balsamic veggies, I'm gonna put some of these in there. Whoops. Tomato. And I'm actually gonna coat it with balsamic vinegar. All right, Nancy. Bye. All right. So these are just going to be a rough chop. And I'm now cutting the, oh, I should probably do it down here. Can you guys see me okay? Squash. No school. Hey, Vivian. And these are going to go in the bag. All right. So I have tomatoes. I have squash. I'm going to put some more mushrooms in here. I have the zucchini that's going to go in here. More garlic. Because, I mean, hello. Garlic and coffee are the foundation in which I built my life. Anybody else agree? So, all right. So, can you guys hear me okay? All right. So this is the zucchini, and once I'm done with this, I'm gonna be ready to work on the cauliflower. And then I'm gonna do our cheese, what do you call it? The cheese taco shells. So easy. Garlic, coffee, and onions. Okay. So these, I'm gonna put a couple more of, I've got the garlic in here. I'm gonna do a couple more of these. This one looks a little questionable. 400, or you could even do higher, 400 degrees for the roasting. I do about 20 to 30 minutes. I think I did the other veggies for 40. Okay, we're done with the... I'm here, baby. What did I tell you? Okay. You know what? I'm not sure about the mushrooms for the balsamic stuff, so I'm like, eh. Okay. I am going to put a little bit of the Braggs and Minos in here. Very little bit. More garlic. And you don't have to like how I cook. You can cook and put stuff however you put in there. Black pepper. Again, a pinch of the Himalayan sea salt. And I'm going to put some balsamic vinegar in here to coat it. Olive oil, just 1 tablespoon. Okay. So the other thing is the caprese salad is the other part of this, which is basically balsamic vinegar with fresh mozzarella. That's the other thing that it would go with. Okay, so here's the beauty of this. These veggies, which we just did, are now going to get moved. So I can reuse the pan. Okay, so these are just going to get moved. I'll put those in a dish. Here's this pan. More parsnip. Here's the bag. And I'm going to put the chicken on the pan with it. Did you get away from there? Remember when we had a conversation about my love?
I just want to say hi.
I know you do.
What?
I said I know you do.
Hello, my favorite food is macaroni.
No, it's not.
Well, your funeral took real.
Okay, here, I'm going to show you the... Is he not a crazy kid or what? Okay. And by the way, he never eats macaroni. Because I never make it. Okay. Here's what I've done. So I stuck the chicken in the middle. And those are all the veggies. And that's going to go in. Thank you. All right. I know he will. I know it's crazy. He's in kindergarten. Okay. So I can smell both of those and it's like, so those veggies are cooking. Those veggies we're going to get to. I'm going to start putting some stuff in the sink. So this stuff. And gonna throw this in the trash. He's 4'5". All right, so now I'm gonna take the cauliflower off the stove. Okay, we're back to steam, right? And I'm just gonna take this. Oh yeah, this is ready. This is ready. Okay. So this is all like perfect timing, is it not? Okay. Washing the colander. And I'm gonna put this over here. I don't know where I put those things. And then I'm going to take this, put into the colander, and then this thing is on top. I'm all about, like, let's just make it easy. So I'm going to let it sit here for a minute while it steams up. And then I'm going to get the food processor. And I'm going to get some regular butter. This is going to go in there. I'm taking about 2 tablespoons of butter for the whole thing. Gonna cut it, and I'm just gonna stick it into here. So this is 1 head of cauliflower. Oh no, my top's not on. No, I said 2 tablespoons. And now I got stuck with the top is stuck. Cooking is dangerous, y'all. How do I get the top off? Ooh, there it is. Alright, I was like, what in the goodness just happened? Okay. Did I mess this up because I took it off? Probably. Okay, let's stick this up. Here we go. Alright, now here's here's my serving bowl. And of course, I'm going to put garlic in here. I mean, duh. So I'm gonna put a little, this will be fine. Once you see how much is in this container and how much fits. Right? As soon as I'm like, well, of course I'm going to put garlic, duh. Okay. Yeah, because it's, okay, so there's that. Yeah, I'm putting a touch. And for this, I guess I could put yogurt in it. I typically don't, and I'm not going to. I'm just going to put a little bit of sour cream in it, but I'm not going to put a ton. Okay, back over here. I'm going to clean myself up. Okay, so Angela's comment, which is, let's add a little bit of cauliflower to our garlic. It's so true. Okay, so I did buy sour cream today. I do. Yeah, I do. This is what's left. So it's about a tablespoon of sour cream. Two tablespoons is 60 calories. I might put 2 tablespoons in. One more container. Obviously, I'm not going to use the whole. Yay. Okay. So one more. Close this up. And then I'm going to, whoops, some chives. Some chives. Now where's my knife? This is what is usually a catastrophe. Is like, where did I put my knife? We're almost done, almost done. Oh wait, let me put this down. Can you guys see me? Alright, so okay. So now I have this. I'm gonna stir it up. Okay, did Angela say put a little bit more garlic? I mean, I couldn't tell. Okay. So there's that. And then I'm gonna lick the spoon. It actually, surprisingly, doesn't taste very garlicky. Probably needs a little bit of salt, which I'm gonna put in. And then stir up once again. And then put these chives on top. All of them. All of them, I said. Get off my hands. And then I'm going to take this bag of bacon. I'll probably need scissors because it won't want to open. And I'll take a good handful. So 1 tablespoon is 25 calories. So this is probably for 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons. And this is what it looks like. And just so you know the size of this container, because it's still warm, I'm gonna put the top on it because, okay, so this is a 4-cup container. However, when we look at it from the side, we know it's not completely full. So it's probably got 2 in there. Would you put some cheese on top and bake it in the oven for crispness? Yes, yes I would, but just remember, I'm not eating it today. So I'm gonna scoop it out of here and put it on a plate another day during the week. So I'm actually just gonna keep the top off of it, and then I'm gonna stick it in the fridge because I want it to come down to room temperature and then stick it in the fridge. Now I'm looking for containers for my other veggies. I have this. These are cooled down. I'm gonna try one live on camera. Broccoli, so good. And easy cleanup. I don't know, for consistency's sake, if you could freeze it or not. Okay, I need to get the top on this. I know, this is the, I think I can. I feel a little engine that could here. This is already ready to go into the fridge, and this is ready to go in trash. So, what's up next? I'm going to take this and put it in a bowl. The leftover taco. Why? Because we're now going to make our chicken parm. But first, I'm going to wash the pan. How are we doing on time? I'm just about done with this. And that's in a bowl. Almost done. Okay, thanks. Okay. Do you remember this baggie? Turning on the burner. And the other thing I'm gonna do, probably because I've already cooked the chicken parm, is all I'll have to do later in the week is cut up a tomato, put some balsamic on it, and then put the tomato. Well, I guess I could start marinating that today. Container. Did someone say garlic? Just saying. Okay, so the pan has gotten hot, so I'm just gonna take this. And why did I not put anything in the bottom of the pan? Because I already put olive oil in here, right? So this goes in the trash. Okay. So now I'm going to take my trusty knife. I'm going to take the little peel off of here. Watch it. Okay, and so here's this glass dish, and I'm literally just gonna stick the tomato in the dish. But first, the garlic, right? So I have 2 in there. Put a little bit of garlic. I mean, we don't want them to be sad, right? A little bit of basil. Don't you think they'd be sad without garlic? I mean, I do. And put a little salt on. I don't do pepper on these. Okay, then I'm gonna layer it again. So a little bit of salt. And a little bit of garlic, a little bit of basil, and I'll show you guys. A little bit of salt. I'm going to put this one on the bottom here. A little bit of basil. That one needs garlic. Right? And you'd be surprised. You'd think that I'd be like that I would go through one of these containers like, I don't know, once a month or something, but I don't go like get one of these containers from Costco but twice a year. Maybe once a year. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil, because what kind of thing is this? Where's my oil? Because we want to, go easy with the. And the other thing is that most of this is going to be in the bottom, right? I would bleed garlic. All right, now I'm just taking the balsamic vinegar, and what I'd probably do is rotate this, because if we're not going to eat this till Wednesday, and then, okay, a little bit more basil. Just on the top, and then voila. Okay. Now these guys. feel like I should be singing some kind of Italian music or something. Okay, so I'm just going to let those do what they do. What am I going to put them in? Because I'm probably going to want to take them out and put this thing. I prefer to use something that has a top, but it is what it is. Okay, so meanwhile, I'm going to go get some, like, pasta sauce. This is just something I have in the fridge. If I can open it. Just a little bit of okay, I'm going to turn this down. Maybe I'll even check on the veggies. I'm actually going to take this out, the balsamic one, really quick. Put these other ones on the top shelf. Raise it up just a tad, and then put the other ones back in. This is almost done cooking. I might put this in another kind of like dish here because I want to take it out and put it in the oven during the week to kind of melt the cheese on it. So all I'm going to do right now, I'm going to check the inside. These are almost done. I don't know that you can see me. Okay, so now we're going to go get cheese. I'm going to get the sharp cheddar, and I'm going to get some Parmesan and whole milk mozzarella. What could we possibly be doing with this? Okay. What's really crazy is I'm not even hungry at all. Like, I actually feel very satiated. I don't know if it's because I'm cooking, you know. Okay. So I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to take these. Let me show this. And I'm going to stick them into this dish. This is not a dish for the oven. This is just a dish that I can, you know, have for later, for pulling these out of. I want to see if I like this sauce, if it's still... I have another sauce that I want to use instead, because this sauce, the sauce that I pulled out of the fridge is my husband's sauce that he likes. This one is more of like a, it's more of a tomato, what you're going to put on top of a chicken farm, if that makes sense. Okay. So I'm taking all of the garlic that was in the can, I mean, duh. And I'm just gonna, take some spoonfuls of this heirloom tomato sauce and put it over the top of the chicken, just enough to cover it. And then when I go to put it in the oven and I take a piece out, I'll be able to scoop out the sauce. Like, you can see the chunks of tomato in this. Okay. So now I'm going to take, now just remember, this is going to go with the broccoli. I'm going to take, a pretty good handful of cheese and just put it over the top. Again, I'm going to take these out. I'm not going to put it in the oven now. And then I'm going to take, I don't know if you can see, oh, you can't see my hand. Move your hand, woman. And just put some corn over it. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to cover it. With plastic wrap, because I don't have a cover for this. So, and this is just going to go in the fridge. Oh, I didn't show you guys how to cover. So that's what it looks like. Okay, so the thing is, there's probably like one or two of these pieces of chicken, and then of course I'll also give a piece to my kid, and then my lovely child, and then veggies. That's it. It's not fried. Okay. Now I'm smelling. These veggies smell good. Okay. I want to do these veggies for like another 5 minutes. Oops. That I'm going to put these in. Do you think I'm smelling garlic, Alicia? I mean, come on. How would that even be possible? So, that's done. I think, we have this thing again where I couldn't get into the bottom. Remember last time? So then my husband, he needed something from the bottom, and he like pulled it, and then boom, he opened it. I was like, how did you do that? So I think just for where I'm at, like I'm at this point where I'm like, I don't know if I want to make cheese taco shells, because I would have to put another sheet pan in the oven. Hey, Mary. Okay, so here is the buffalo chicken. Oops. Here is the chicken parmesan. Here is the beginnings of the caprese salad. Here is the cauliflower mash. In here is the roasted veggies for hubby's dinner and the balsamic chicken and balsamic veggies. And here is the taco soup. And we all did this under 2 hours, right? So the only else, oh, and the taco meat. Tonight's Taco Saturday. I'm not sure if you can hear the boys screaming in the background. They're playing Mario. And whenever they play Mario, they yell at each other. It's loving. It's a loving yell. So what we're going to make today, so that we can, is, what are we cooking? Buffalo chicken breast, cauliflower mash, taco and taco soup, chicken parm and roasted broccoli. Oh, which I already put in the fridge. Balsamic chicken, and I said root veggies, but actually they're different kind of veggies. They were zucchini and squash. And then the ricotta pancakes I'm going to make in the morning, and the balsamic chicken and veggies. Okay, so yes, you just sprinkle cheese on a sheet pan, and I would put a liner in there, right? That's what I would do, is put a parchment. Again, parchment, I never knew about parchment until I knew about parchment, and it's my best friend ever. So now it's time for me to clean up, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, and my battery's saying low battery. But my kitchen is not so awful looking, to be quite honest. Piece of garlic, imagine that. It's not too bad. Oh, I do have 2 onions left. Okay, so any questions? I just have to put them in for a certain amount of time. Yes, I'm trying to see. Any questiones? Because I think we're done. I mean, the only thing I was gonna do different or add to it is, gotta sit over here by the window. The only thing I was gonna do different is the cheese, what do you call them? The cheese shells. And I can do those later, like when we actually get ready to eat. Okay, have them amount of time to rest on something curvy to give it taco shape. Yes. So all of that, Sunday mornings are a time when I make them pancakes anyway. Usually I'm doing something Saturday mornings. So like, it's kind of like our family ritual for me to get up and make pancakes. That's why I didn't make the ricotta pancakes today, because it's something that the 3 of us usually do together, is make breakfast and have breakfast on Sunday mornings. So this is my meal prep for the week. So I have those 4 dishes, right? Tacos, taco soup, or that's 2. So tacos, taco soup, the veggies and the balsamic chicken, the chicken parm, like the low carb Kristen way, and those veggies, the roasted broccoli, which I got from Snack Girl, and the ricotta pancakes. I borrow Egg Face's recipe, and I don't have any sugar-free Tirani, so that's vanilla, so I'm probably going to use pumpkin spice. So I have some sugar-free pumpkin spice. Haley. So, and I'm going to do that in the morning. So those were the things that I was going to make this week. And we made the and the buffalo chicken and the cauliflower mash. So that's the other thing that I made. So, and then of course, oh wait, there's one more thing that I'm gonna make, and it's for my husband, but it's really easy. All I've got to do is make him some rice, because he's a vegetarian. And I don't eat the rice, because I don't like rice. I've never liked rice, to be quite honest. So, any questions? Do you guys want me to go back through and show you what I made? Or what's still in the oven? So this is less than 2 hours, right? You're welcome, Angela. But isn't this easy? Like, I don't like to cook. I really don't. And this is just boom, done. Like on one day. I'll show you guys again. Okay, so I have, ooh, there we go, the steamer, whatever. So in the oven, I have the balsamic chicken and veggies, which you can't really see. I have the, I'm gonna call them the hubby veggies. I guess I can take those out. Done. Balsamic chicken and veggies. I might end up putting those in a pan. I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, taco meat. And then taco soup in the crock pot. Sorry, I'm going fast. Buffalo chicken, crock pot. And I have 2 small ones. These are not big. Loaded cauliflower mash, chicken parm. So that's it. I'm gonna go and make him some rice because he'll want to eat. He likes to eat early. So, any other questions? I'm happy that this is helpful, guys. So, I'm just gonna. So this is my meal prep. I feel like if I were to sit here and make rice, that's not part of our bariatric meal prep. So I don't think it counts because I'm not eating it, but I'm eating it for him. Yeah. So, and meal prep I think is very much mindset because I never used to meal prep and I always used to say I don't have time, and it's just so quick and easy that it's done. So you're welcome. If you guys have any questions, just ask. Come on over. Again, if you guys are seeing this on YouTube, I know you guys who are watching it right now are not, but again, we're going to put it on YouTube later. So if you're watching it on YouTube, come on over to Bariatric Mindset Mavens. Check us out on Facebook at Bariatric Mindset. If you have questions, comment here. Recipes and such, I can share over in the group, but so many of these things, like I didn't even, I just put it together. I didn't really, I just came up with it. So, but I can put some recipes together. The buffalo chicken I found online, and it was pretty much, oh, I don't think I put butter in there, but it said a little bit of butter in the buffalo chicken and just put the wing sauce, and that was easy. Right. I mean, I make stuff for them and I don't eat it all the time. So, and Angela says, just throw garlic in it. I think I need a song. Just put some garlic on it. And that makes it good. So I'm going to go chill because I'm tired now. So, garlic and coffee. I think I might go make some coffee now too. So I hope that you guys have an amazing Saturday. And then, yeah, share with me if you guys try these recipes, what you liked. And I'll post some pictures probably on Instagram later of when I plate these things. And I hope you guys enjoyed my grocery shopping spree, which was really testing and trying because I went shopping with my 5-year-old, and most of you guys were with me on that journey, and I was like, please, 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 God, let me just handle this. So, all right, I'm gonna go clean up the kitchen, and I hope that you guys have an amazing Saturday, and we will see you later. Bye.